right, welcome back everybody to another episode of In Touch with Steve Cherundolo. It's our weekly chat with the LAFC head coach. Steve, how you doing coming back from a windy, weird day in Miami?
I'm doing well. Yeah, it's nice to be back in LA.
Normally when we do this, we have a theme. Steve, I think you could probably guess the theme as from my opening question. We're gonna do wild weather. But let's get back to the game for a second and talk a little bit of football if we can.
Sure.
After that match, you were pointed with your first comments. You said, other than the 3 points and the shutout, not much to take from that game. I'm wondering what your approach is to being that direct with them versus letting the guys celebrate after a win.
I think it's two completely different conversations. So in every game you win, there are things that you can correct during the week. In every loss, there are things you can correct. But even in losses, there are good things we can take out of games as well. The differences in winning and losing at this level is minute at times, and it's just about the details.
The team hungry and ain't nothing finna stop us.
They can celebrate a win, absolutely, as they should, and we did. Coaches as well. So it's always great to win. That's the whole point of putting in a jersey and creating a league and creating the standings and a table. So awesome, enjoy. But the way we played was not good, and we expect much more out of ourselves, and that's what my comments were directed to. And I think I should be 100% honest with the players at all times, and I tried to be.
Opoku left-footed shot, goal! He puts it on his left, it buries it past someone's shot, it's 1-0. That is how you score in the 82nd off a free kick. LAFC 2, Inter Miami 0.
Well, we're gonna follow suit with the tone that you set, and that's the one soccer question. Not much soccer or football talk from that match. So let's get right into weather. That match, obviously difficult for players. I'm sure in Europe you had different times, or even with the national team out here. Crazy weather. Craziest weather you've ever played in.
For sure, middle of winter in Germany. I think it was in Berlin. The game was just on the brink of being canceled. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but minus 20 degrees is the threshold Celsius in Germany when they call a game, and it was hovering around the minus 20. We ended up playing, which was a disaster. At that point, there were no heaters in the fields. That wasn't standard, so the ground was completely frozen. It's like you're on ice skates, and it's miserable.
Prefer to play in very cold weather? Or we would say too cold weather or too hot?
Oh, too hot for sure.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. Because I've done that, and I've done the other one, and it's much better playing hot. Some qualifiers in Central America, even in Mexico, midday at Azteca, in the middle of summer, which they like to do. So I've been through a lot of heat and cold extremes on both ends, and I would always choose the heat.
Play in the rain or play in the wind?
Rain. Rain is actually kind of fun. Wind is a disaster for our sport. It's the worst weather you can play in.
For you personally, are you a surfer or a skier?
Surfer.
Yeah?
100%.
Did you ever get out with Thornton?
We haven't been out yet, but we're working too much.
Yeah.
So, but we'll find time. I guarantee that we'll find time.
Snowball fight or water balloon fight?
I'm gonna say water balloon fight because it's easier on the kids. So we did a few snowball fights with my kids, and they're in tears after 5 minutes, and that's no fun. And water balloon fight, there's really no harm. So it's much more fun.
Tougher gig, shoveling snow or raking leaves?
Had to do them both back in Germany. I'm gonna say raking leaves because the city I live in Hanover, I used to live in, it seems like leaves fall all year, and so it's a year-round job. And snow only happens very rarely, so I'll say leaves.
All right, so I have I went on this website, weatherflow.com, that has some interesting weather trivia. True or false, you can tell the temperature by counting cricket chirps.
False.
Why?
Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it just seems silly.
Yeah.
It's actually true. Oddly enough. Take a guess at the coldest temperature recorded on Earth.
Minus 83.
You're gonna have to go a lot lower. Minus 144. Wow. I bet you can guess where it was.
Maybe the North Pole.
The other way.
Other way. Antarctica.
Yeah. True or false, frogs can forecast rain?
I know some animals can, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, why do you
True.
think? You are correct.
I don't know why, but I would just say true.
They'll croak more when the temperature changes because temperature and mating is important. Counting the seconds between lightning and thunder can really tell you how far away a strike was.
I'm gonna say true because that's what I was told, and I really want to believe that.
The one thing we were told as kids is actually true.
Good.
Has it ever rained frogs and fish?
No.
Unfortunately, it's true.
Come on.
So, if you get a tornado near a waterway, it is
Okay.
possible that it could swoop by a river or stream, pick up some frogs and fish and throw it on the
Trick
field?
question, because that's not technically rain.
Technically, these were all trick questions, to be fair. I set you up for failure here, but it's just so that we could have some fun.
I'm a good loser.
Yeah, you're a good loser, but you were a great winner
Thank
on
you.
Saturday in Miami, and we appreciate that, and you coming back and having some fun for us. That's Steve Cherundolo. I'm Vince LaRosa. That was another In Touch with Steve Cherundolo. We'll be back next week with something a little different. No more weather. Let's not do weather anymore.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.